Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, published in 1813, is both a romantic comedy and a social comedy on the British class system in the late 18th and early 19th centuries. Her primary purpose is to critique society's views on marriage, gender roles, and social mobility while creating a compelling love story. The novel's narrator, Elizabeth Bennet, exposes the failings of rigid social structures that prioritize capital over integrity and affection.
The character work is one of the novel's greatest strengths. The novel's main character, Elizabeth Bennet, a vibrant, intelligent, strong-willed figure whose intellect and ethics propel the story. Mr. Darcy, first shown to be proud and aloof, also goes through an arc of profound development, and no other author writes more adeptly about change and vulnerability than Austen. Austen's cutting satirical voice also offers sharp commentary on societal customs and hypocrisies.
Yet, a major strength is the novel's treatment of universal topics like love, pride, vanity, and societal norms. These themes are timeless and are even applicable to modern readers. That said, there is no denying the novel has its flaws. Some readers will feel the pacing is slow, particularly in the early chapters when the weighty social events and minor character interactions take up so much space. The character of Mr. Collins in particular can feel over the top, or at least one note, a caricature rather than a fully realized human being.
Austen takes an ironic, observant approach that is as entertaining as it is thought provoking. Mitsuko assumes her reader are sensible, smart people who can hear the echoes of the social criticism in the narrative. Because of this use of the free indirect discourse, readers experience the Elizabeth thoughts and emotion, intimately eliciting the empathy and a deep connection with the protagonist. Simultaneously, As and Rai would invite us to examine our prejudice and expectation.
Perhaps Pride and Prejudice is of a particular note from a feminist literary angle. In many ways, Austen's work offers insight into the lack of agency afforded to women in her time, who could only be useful for their beauty, social standing, and prospects for marriage. The thing that Elizabeth Bennet and her four sisters are up against, in terms of getting unhappy marriages from wealthy men, is their patriarchal culture. And Elizabeth's decision to marry for love and respect rather than the money is sort of a softly combative stance against this culture.
The novel can also be examined through the lens of Marxist theory. Austen challenged the class-based system of hierarchy that determined social mobility and human worth in Jane Austen's Regency. The transformation of characters' reputations such as Mr. Darcy and Mr. Wickham highlights how much wealth and status can distort one's true character and ethics.
Pride and Prejudice is a work of utter mastery, romance, social critic, and wit woven electronically unacknowledged and acknowledged levels of a degree no other novel has accomplished. Though some small mistakes mar the novel's virtues far outweigh its vices. It is recommended for readers who enjoy complex characters, archetypal themes, and savvy social commentary. With these themes, a class of observation and social status, Jane Austen's story is a penetrating examination of people whose social norms that is a must-read classic. It is a master classics for both literary lovers and casual readers alike.
In short, Pride, Prejudice is more than a tale of love. It is a work of high literature examining society, class, and individuality. It deserves its place as one of the most beloved novels in the English canon, with lessons and ideas that have spoken for the generation of readers.
Pride and Prejudice is a nice novel. Its merits greatly outweighs its shortcomings. Austen's perceptive eye on human nature, societal conventions, and self-awareness lends to a timeless reflective quality to the story. The novel's narrow engagement with the wider social classes and its somewhat idealized approach to romance has been criticized.